we're back at this time. We're going to talk a little bit, not going to keep you guys long, but we're going to talk a little bit about the NFC East. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Fill this room up. When the room fill up, we're going to talk about it. Yeah. 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 Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to the nation. Ain't no party like a cowboy party, cause a cowboy party don't stop. Let's go. Room fill up. Oh my goodness, I can't make this stuff up. They give us life. Cry, Eagles, cry to the land of no victory. Boy, they crying in my inbox. If I can just show you guys a glimpse, a small snippet of my inboxes on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page, on my Twitter page. Boy, they crying all over the world. And they say, y'all still lost on Thursday, so y'all should hush and hush. And what happened to being respectable, Cowboy Nation? This is what y'all do. But God dog it. Hey, it is what it is, because you guys, I'm not going to let you off the hook. I want you all to keep the same energy, especially when Eagles hate week come around the corner. I want to be able to talk to you all then. But here's the thing. Y'all was laughing, y'all was drinking and making fun of my Dallas Cowboys on Thursday, and they were sitting there saying that all we're going to do is run up there in Miami land and beat the brakes out of Miami, and we're going to be tired, and then we're going to do this and do that. Oh, what happened? And even though we talk negative about our team, boy, this loss for you all today, it's like sunshines and rainbows, man, for us. It's like victory. It's like the cherry on top of everything, because nothing changed. We can go down there in Chicagoland next week and get blown out. It won't change a thing. And all they can go on and say, well, when the last time y'all won a Super Bowl? Well, why is it taking you all so long to catch up? we giving you guys time to catch up. That's all I'm saying. So yes, the division is horrible, and yes, we still need coaching, some type of philosophy to change within the Dallas Cowboys. Are we going to go to the Super Bowl? I don't know. I'm not going to be the one to sit back and say, well, the Dallas Cowboys are going to go march right in and win these 4 games and go on the run. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, boy, it's lovely. It is lovely when you see those Eagles crying around, pointing fingers. Boy, I'm telling you, man, it makes my teeth white, boy. It makes my beard grow. Shout out to him, though, man. I didn't get a chance to see the full game because I was relaxing. You know, I was sitting back chilling. I did get a chance to watch the 49ers versus the Ravens game. The 49ers and the Ravens, they next level. I for sure thought that the 49ers was like a team that's faking and phoning it around, but the 49ers pretty good. They played some good old-fashioned football. It was in the rain. They was able to run in between the splits. They did a lot of good things. They made some adjustments. They went for it on 4th down. It was a good game. If anybody got the NFL rewind or what have you, watch the 49ers versus the Ravens team, and that was a good game. Troll Law, this is from John. Yes, we got to keep that same energy, because at the end of the day, this is only entertainment, and the reason why we love football is because there's only 16 weeks out of this thing. We have limited games. It's not like basketball season where we can go on and on and on for 82 games and beyond. So this is just what we got to do during these months. We're going to talk about it. Y'all chin check us, we chin check you all back. That's just the reality of it. Now, if you crying and stuff like that, literally, then Law Nation got some tissue for sale, right? I need to start putting that in under my apparels. The tissue. Shout out to the Dolphins. This is Starboy Dallas. Yes, Antoine, what's good? Lamar Jackson been balling, yes. But the style of football that he plays, some of those plays, Lamar got to stop tucking it and running. He got to start passing that rock, because here's the thing. when I look at the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens, he had 105 yards passing, which is cool. Old school football because he had 100 yards with his legs. But in actuality, that wouldn't last another 3 or 4 years or what have you. But shout out for them, man, for getting that W. Shout out to them for being creative. Appreciate those who watch the top 5 candidates as it relates to the Dallas Cowboys. Shout out to you, Tamara. 49ers and Ravens are for real Super Bowl repeats right before our eyes. This is Tamara on my Facebook page. She's putting the truth. And, man, if you're on my Facebook page, follow her content, man. She got the crazy memes. She speak the real thunder. Yeah, she got it going on over there. Ernesto, really appreciate you for tuning in. Who else we have over here? It wasn't no fumble in the rain. Baltimore versus Niners. Yeah, it was flat out, man. It was flat out just a good Grinders edition game. Here's the thing that I want to say, too. I'm not going to keep you all long. I want to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers coach. Man, he willed that team. And that lets you know that when you need to figure out ways to make that move, you got to make that move. Minkah Fitzpatrick is everything for the Steelers. And I do know that it was against the Browns, but if you really think about it, the Browns beat the Ravens, didn't they? Didn't the Browns beat the Ravens? So it's an any given Sunday type of situation, but he's willing that team. They are 7-5, and he got a backup of a backup for a quarterback. He have no wide receivers out there. Their running back was nicked up, and he's gone and what have you. So there's zero excuses out there out in Pennsylvania for one Pennsylvania team opposed to the Eagles. Yes, indeed. Derek, man, what's good with you? They put up some money, and my thing is, here's the thing. I'm going to talk about this too. Cowboy Nation. It's a prime example of what the Eagles didn't do all off season. They didn't address their quote unquote cornerbacks. They didn't address their safety play. Their safety play is okay, but they didn't address their cornerbacks. Ronald Darby, yes, he's a physical type of corner. He's not the best rangy coverage type of guy, and he was pretty much exposed. This guy Parker was like the second coming of Randy Moss mixed with Jerry Rice today. He was just catching everything out there. And then on top of that, they didn't address that during the off season. So there goes to show you, when you don't address your issues, they come back to hunt you and bite you in the worst types of ways. And my Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to have to say the same thing. They did not let off the hook. They bring in 3 kickers today to test to see whether or not they can make kicks. This should have been done during the off season. You see? You know, I ain't going to be all the way PC. I'm not going to give you guys the sugarcoat stuff. But this should have been done during the offseason. And even if you do look at the offseason, when I was out there in Oxnard, shout out to my guy Shango and my guy Big Game James. We was out there. We was watching this Renfro kid. He was out kicking, what's the guy, Brett Maher or Meyer, or however you say his man's name. So we're addressing it now, but it may just be too late. Not saying that the kicker is the reason why we lost last week. No, I won't be that foolish to say that. But it's something about kickers that can swing or sway the momentum. What's up with you, Williams? Really appreciate you. The Cowboys still need a win against Chi-Town. This is from Floyd Day. Here's the thing. The Chicago Bears are the direct reflection of the Buffalo Bills / the Detroit Lions. They got a team. They got a quarterback that can run around for his life. He can close his eyes and throw it to Allen Robinson, who is a dog of a nasty wide receiver. And hopefully he's not lined up against Cheeto Woozier. Yeah, so they can close their eyes and just throw it that way. They got a guy, Ty Montgomery, shout out to him. Real good scouting report when he was coming out of college. The guy is a grittish, grimish type of runner, low center of gravity, shifty at times, and he's not afraid to lower the boom just when he needs to. And they got a Tariq Cohen that they know how to utilize that. And here's the thing. The Chicago Bears, as trashy as we all say they are, they have the same record as us, and then on top of that, they don't give up a lot of points. They don't give up a lot of points. Darby is a bomb. Yes, Derek. Yeah. He talking about Ronald Darby. Yeah. They're going to have to correct those issues right there. Shout out to always the lady and Steven, man. Really appreciate you. Kicker or no kicker, we need to do better in the red zone, money zone, green zone. Yes, we do need to do better in those categories. Renfro, that's his name. Yes. Is Renfro still available? I don't know. But he should be a guy that they bring in because he was doing pretty good out there in training camp. I just think that he laid an egg. I think in one of those preseason games he missed a kick or something like that. So we're going to have to really figure out how we can combat against that Cowboy Nation. But right now, the Eagles, the beautiful, the wonderful, the nasty, the green machine, the Eagles. Shout out to all of the Eagles content creators too, man. Go follow their content. Go spy on them. Lord Bronson, 500, I think is the other guy, Philly 500. Shout out to them boys. They put out some good content. And check on EDP. Make sure he's still okay and alive and all those good things. It's just what it is. Rodney Elliott, Awuzie isn't that bad. Collectively speaking, Awuzie is not that bad. Collectively speaking, we would want to see better play out of 31 and 24. Collectively. Although when you look at the stats, and stats can be so misguiding, that they're not giving up a lot of yards. But what we want and what we desire is turnovers and takeaways. Yeah, we want turnovers and takeaways, and we're not getting it. Charles, what's good with you on my Facebook page, man? Really appreciate you, man. It's still Miss Trubisky. There's no excuses. He said it's still Miss Trubisky. Here's the thing, Charles. Remember Driscoll looking like Lamar Driscoll, and remember Josh Allen. Although two different types of quarterback there, we were saying that Cowboys have a little issues with running quarterbacks. And even though Jalen Smith is leading the NFL in tackles and these sorts of things, a lot of that stuff could be avoided if we can get some more tackles and some more pressure with our front four, right? And some of that stuff, I see a lot of plays with Jalen Smith, and trust me, I love the brother, cool guy, just calm and collected and all those good things. However, he's hesitant a little bit when they drop him back in zone. If you think I'm lying, how many pass deflections do you see he get? How many interceptions have you ever seen Jalen Smith get? And I'm not being hard on Jalen. Trust me. I wouldn't want nobody else there because it's still going into, although it should be his third year, I believe. Well, this would be going on to his third year as it relates to playing totally, you see. Trubisky is inaccurate. This is from my guy, too, Robinson, man. Really appreciate you for joining the membership squad. Really appreciate you. Law, all that studying on the hurt us on the run play. Stunning, yeah. My guy, Antoine, was talking about the stunting. We do a lot of twist stunts. We do a lot of stunt delay blitzes and these sorts of things. And here's why. And let me see how long I've been live because I got some things to do, so I don't want to be all day on here. Let me see how long I've been here doing this thing. Let's see, because I got to have a timer for the nation. So 12 minutes. I can at least give you guys a few more minutes here. All right, so here's the thing. When you find a team that does a lot of twist stunts, delay blitzes, and these sorts of things, they are trying to create pressure. They looked at the tape and they said, man, we're not manning up and beating our guys one-on-one. A lot of times when you do that, it's because, quite frankly, the reality of it is that you're not getting a lot of pressure as it relates to just dominating your person that's across from you. So you got to figure out creative ways to get to the quarterback. And this goes all the way back to what we need and not trying to grasp for air towards the latter part of the year and realizing it and when it hits us in the face. We still, in order for this defense to say, on your mark, get set, go, we need that power in the inside. Do it have to be a 350-pound trash can full of dirt? I don't know, because Aaron Donald's not that size, right? But it got to be somebody. You got to make the investment. Forget trying to just look for the 350-pound guy that's going to be like Yokozuna, sumo wrestler that's going to be in the inside. We need to find somebody with some strong country strength. I'm talking about, just somebody just got bricks for hands, somebody who can just push over a house if they needed to. And this is why we've been seeing these small little issues. When you look at teams that won the Super Bowl, that played the style of defense that we want, they always had that big brother inside, you see. And we doing a lot just to get the pressure. And then when we get the pressure, the quarterback is still able to get the ball off. I mean, that's just what the reality of it. So we see the flaws. And on top of that, we love what Jeff Heath is doing. We love what Xavier Woods is doing. But the reality of it is that those boys are still not making enough plays when the ball is right there. Now, I will say Jeff Heath, at least when he hits you, you feel it. But we still need more turnovers and takeaways. I do know that he's injured and he's been bouncing back and forward. But we still need to make the necessary investment. So this offseason, I don't know what kind of coach. If the Dallas Cowboys sign Jason Garrett to another 5-year contract, it just be what it is. But what I want Jerry Jones to figure it out sooner versus later, because we need to bring somebody in with their philosophy and their system to bring in their scouting people to say, okay, in order to get my team operating the way it should be, is to have these set of guys, you see. This should be the last year of Rob Marinelli. Regardless of how we look at it, this should be the last year of Rob Marinelli. Israel 77 says he is injury prone. Yes, I agree. We need to draft a big defensive tackle. This is from Corey, and this is what we've been yelling for this. But the problem is now is that we need defensive front help, and then on top of that, we still would need offensive line help, believe it or not. And we've been investing in offensive line. Can I get an amen from somebody? We've been investing in that area, and now all of a sudden we need to reinvest in that same area because of the situation with injuries, you see. So it's like a conundrum, basically, because we missed on a few draft picks, I believe, in the last 2 drafts. Although we've been drafting well, it's just that we still need some correction for the nation, baby. We still need safety. Look, if you think I'm lying, look at the Ravens. Look at how they balling out there in the secondary, and they got them boys up front. Not saying that we can't be like that with the guys that we have, if we have different philosophies as it relates to modern day coaching, as it relates to defense. But those boys will make you pay. And when the ball is tipped, they, even from their defensive edge rushers, defensive tackles, linebackers all the way back, they grabbing for the ball, they punching for the ball, every clawing for the ball. They trying to grip that ball out at any opportunity. They're trying to do that. Yeah. Knight, man, what's good with you, fam? Shout out to you, man, that's on the Facebook panel, man. Really appreciate you all. Billy, shout out to you. Tamara says we need turnovers. Here's the thing about turnovers. It's a fickle process, but however, this is just the reality of it. If you were not in college getting a lot of turnovers and you think that all of a sudden you're just going to walk into the NFL and say, hey, here's my interception time. No. If you wasn't doing it on the lower level, it's just not going to magically all of a sudden appear on this second level. You know, that's just the reality of it. I surely hate to say it, but we need some ball playmakers. We need to figure out ways. And I hate doing draft talk when we still got opportunity to make it to the playoffs. Especially, shout out to the Eagles, though. We got to give one more singing shout out to the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly to the land of no victory. I'm telling you, that song is going to go platinum. It's going to be out early November next year, late May. You know what I mean? That song is going to go platinum. Yes, indeed. I got Jerry Reese, man. He even sent me a text, man. He said Sports Illustrated, Lincoln Riley is in close relationship with Jerry Jones. Oh, how about that? I didn't know that. I didn't know Lincoln Riley and Jerry Jones are in close quadrants. You know, they're in close relationship status. All right, and Fitzmagic did ball out. Shout out to Fitzmagic. I got to go back and rewatch those highlights and see what all happened again, right? All right, Cowboy Nation, I'm not going to steal all of your time for this beautiful, wonderful Sunday. When y'all see an Eagle fan and y'all see him out there, just tell the Eagles fan, ooh, got another Vic Damone. Shout out to you, Vic, joining the Silver Elite package, man. I really appreciate you, man. We got some hidden content, private interviews, and all that stuff, man, in the Silver. Shout out to you, Chris Woods, man. Really appreciate you. Why can't our defense ball out like the Patriots? I don't know why, man. It's just the Patriots are a well-coached team as it relates to defense. Bill Belichick, he's been around these corners for a long, long, long time, you know. If you haven't seen it before, he heard about it. You see, he's one of those type of situations. But let me get on out of here, man. Got to kick it back out with family. Shout out to the Eagles, man. Really appreciate them for holding that L today. If you look at my thumbnail, if you don't have to look too hard, but you will see that Carson is pointing right in the direction where they're heading to, you see. So let's continue to grind, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Shout out to you, Jay Covington, man. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Turn my music up. Turn my music up. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all of the elite people that's in here. And shout out to everybody, man. Really appreciate those that's in my Facebook panel. Hit that share button. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. 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 Hey, watch this, watch this, watch this. Y'all see it? That's what you do when the Eagles lose, right? Yeah. Let that feeling in. Yeah. That's what we do, baby. One day at a time, one movement at a time. Brick by brick, we stacking these things together. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Let's get that fire. Yeah. Yeah. We out. Peace. And remember,